Hey everybody. Sorry I didn't post a video last week. I think I didn't post one. Anyway, sorry I was away for so long. I had a lot happen in the last 2 weeks. I went on a trip. I went to Dallas and another small town in Texas to go see my family, and did pretty good. I had some fatigue, but for the most part I was able to function okay. Some emotional stuff came up, but you know, that happens at family visits and family gatherings, and we were pretty much all together, so yeah, there was a lot of drama. But I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't not go. I'm glad I went. Let's see. I've been doing really well. I haven't been knocked down as much by flares or feeling badly. I did want to talk about the last couple days. Actually, this whole week has been a pretty good week for me physically. And then 2 days ago, I started to notice the little signs of another flare starting. And for those of you who know how disappointing that is, you understand how disappointed I felt when I saw that my hands were starting to get dry, and then I got a little bump on my tongue, and those are usually my signals that I'm getting ready to be knocked on my butt. Most of the time that's what happens. Sometimes I just feel like I have a flu, and I just keep going, push through, and it's not very easy because the fatigue that comes is so overwhelming that I can't keep my eyes open, and I have to lay down, and that's very frustrating because I've got children and I've got a life and things to do, just like a lot of people who have lupus. But you know, that's just the way it is, and I've accepted that this is going to happen. It's gonna come and go. I'm gonna have really good days, and then I'm gonna have this happen, connected, back to back to good days. And as frustrating as that is, it's just something I have to accept. Otherwise, I will become depressed. And I've been there, and I don't want to go back to depression. Before I knew that I had lupus, I was very depressed, and I'm still dealing with depression, but not at all. Sorry, I'm trying to get some chapstick. Not at all at the level that I once was. I'll just give you a little. Well, I'll just put it like this. My depression was so dark and so bad that I became suicidal. And excuse me, my lips are dry. That's the other lupus thing, the flare that happens. I get dry all over. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about the old days before I knew I had lupus, and the unknown was really scary, and my life was just, I thought it was the pits, and it was never going to get better, and I was unhappy and all that. So my depression just got so bad that I didn't want to live, and I didn't care. And that's really, it's hard for me to hear myself say that, because I would do anything for my kids, and I never ever ever thought that I would get to a point in my life where I would think about leaving them. And I did. I was thinking it. I got close to doing it. I had all kinds of medicine. I could have overdosed if I wanted to. But every time I got close to doing it, I would think of my children, or something would happen, and I would be reminded that they still need me, and I would just hold on a little longer. It wasn't easy though, because when you're not holding on for yourself, it's easy to say, oh, someone else will take care of it, or somebody else will fix it. And when I look at my little kids and I look in their eyes and I realize that I thought such things, it kind of breaks my heart now, because I know how it feels to almost lose a parent to suicide because of depression. It's not a good feeling. It's terrifying. And I also remember in my childhood, when a parent tried to do that, one of my parents tried to do that, I was angry too, that they would even consider leaving me alone as a child. So those thoughts would always pull me through too, because I'd remember how I felt as a child, and I don't want to put that on my children. So anyway, I'm not going to focus so much on lupus for the rest of my videos. I was thinking that after talking to a good friend of mine, that I really need to share how I got through my darkest days, because I know that a lot of you are still in the dark days, and it's not a good place to be, and it's very hard to find the light, how to get out of that. You know, when I was in it, I didn't see any light. I didn't want to be here. I didn't care. My attitude sucked. My life sucked. Nothing was good. Today, I'm like there's not light. I am the complete opposite of what I was just a few years ago. Today, I have hope. Today, I know that no matter how bad I think or perceive things to be, they're really not that bad. I'm always reminded, when I think things are terrible, I'm always reminded that no, they're not. There's someone who is dealing with much, much worse. But, you know, when you're going through it, like some of you are, it seems like your situation is the worst situation. I know those overwhelming feelings, and I know I've been there, and I thought, you know, nobody understands me. Nobody understands my life and how I feel. And no, you're sitting here listening. You understand. You know where I was, because you're still there or you've been through it already. So I just, after talking to my friend who reminded me that there's so many more people out there who need to hear from people like me, and some of you out there who have already gone through the depression and are moving forward, they need to hear from us so that they can get through the dark days and they can walk with us today. You know, this is not religious stuff. This is life. I'm not a religious person, and I didn't get here from religion, but I did get to where I am today through becoming spiritual. Spirituality is different than religion. Very, very different. Look it up. Religion wants to put more control on your life and says that you're separate from God, and spirituality is you're connected to everything. We're connected to each other. We're connected to God. So that's my thinking, and that's what's gotten me through. I could not and still cannot deal with a religion. I just can't do that. I'm not willing to. It's not that I can't. I'm not willing to. I decided that that's just not my route. So what's working for me and what pulled me out of depression and even my anxiety was to pray to my higher power, of my understanding, and to call on my guardian angels and other angels. I believe in angels. You'll hear me talk about that. And I also believe that I have spirit guides, as well as other people have spirit guides too. So these are the things I'm going to start talking about more often. In fact, I'm going to start showing you some of my old drawings, and I'm going to read some of my old poetry and just writings, because I want to connect to people, and I want you to know that there's hope, and I'd like to see you walking in the light and feeling better and starting to heal. And you know, if healing doesn't come, you can still have a good life. You can still have a brighter life than what you're having now. So let's work together. Write to me, comment, tell people about me if you want to. I'm going to try to make my videos a little more exciting, but you know, when you're talking about these kind of life issues, it's kind of hard to make an exciting video. But you'll see, I'm going to get creative and do some different things with my videos. So stay tuned. Please come back and let me know what you think, okay? Thanks. Bye, everybody.